fine gentleman then, we come out from the National Progressive Democrat Party. I mean, Commissioner Episode 2. And the Commissioner say this interview today will be very, very, very interesting. I got with me the Public Relations Director, we have for me Mr. PATRIC Wire. And I come at the office, just tell and say, I want to talk with her for no waiting at the new development, where the party achieve or waiting at the stance of the party as of now. I say, Mr. Mansari, as I tell you, the last time, the arms are always open, are ready for any interview, as long as it concerns the National Progressive Democrat Party. So today, are they with you, sir? You tell family, sir?
Hello, Watch NAYBA listeners, and good afternoon.
Sir, I will go straight to the point. You are the Public Relations Director. And we understand, say, now you are run for the flag bearership of this new party we don't get big time momentum in the country. Why?
Well, if I'm then, again, me and PATRIC don't team up for run for the leadership and flag bearer for the National Progressive Democrat. As the brother just said, we are a new party, we get registration back in February of this year. We're a few months old. The reason why me run for the leadership of this party is because I believe in the values of this party. And the core ideologies of the party we founded on the founding principles of unity, freedom and justice and the 6 developmental pillars. The party also stand for the equal participation of everybody into the political system. It's the only party in the country today where actually the average voter will vote for the different candidates, whether from council all the way to the flag bearership. You know, they use that delegate system for just appoint or select candidates then with a symbol. So I think that is the center core of one of the things that we attract me to the party. And also because when you fix the political system, you fix the climate for development in the country. You cannot develop properly without a proper political system. And NPD are the only party now where guarantee that for its members. You know, so that is why me decide for run, because me hold them principles and they very dear for the party. I hold them very dear. There are things that when we passionate to I want to see happen in the country. We know the issue of education. We see the education infrastructure not dilapidated. The national infrastructure in every aspect, whether it's road, telecommunications. We've seen from 1961 to today, a lot of those have been crumbled. Recently, we noticed the government begin to address the road infrastructure aspect. Some work is done already by the private sector in terms of the telecommunication industry. So thanks to Africell and Airtel and now Seratel, but for years the government institutions then not be capable for deliver the services.
So you commend President Koroma for that, like the road infrastructure development?
Absolutely, I will commend the president for taking the initiative for do some of their work. Although their agenda they already don't laid out by the previous government and funding for them not secured, but at least they steered the direction for make sure say that work is done. Now there are questions about mismanagement of funds. Some of the road contracts get a lot of questions. Things that will say for cost $1 million, cost $7 million, there is 700% interest and commissions. You know, then you wonder, say, how is this sustainable? Then the validity of the roads there, the quality of the roads there. When the Papa built the Masheka to Makeni Road, it lasts for 30 years. Francis Dominico Dwyer from Lone Star. Where they walk now, Manabu, he was the head there. Where he built Kabasa Lodge for Pasheki, it's still standing there. Where he built the Masimbi Road, that road lasted for 55 years. When the Chinese built Wilkinson Road for within the first year, the place they flood. it's been 5 years since that road they don't build. Every year we get the same problem with that road day. So yes, the president and team attempt to fix the road issues, but the delivery of that, we see a lot of mismanagement, we see poor quality roads being built, we know say it is not sustainable.
So this is an important question. Information we get about Alhaji Dr. Kande Yumkela, we all know. We really say one can join in a party. And not only joining the party, but you want to take the lead role. Not true? If not true, what do you understand?
Well, there have been a lot of rumors going around the country. As a candidate myself, somebody with the intent for run for the leadership of the party, we agree, say, I take myself off the negotiations with the Kande Yumkela movement, because we get some kind of interactions, you know, with the Kande Yumkela movement and the candidate, you know. The rumor about him coming to the party, you know, we get some small issues there, because for me...
Well, you ever attempt for Canada party, sir?
Well, he has expressed the willingness to, because he say the party vision aligned with his vision. I agree about 70% of what NPD believes in aligns squarely with what the KKY movement believes in. So we me Naya invite him for country in the party, because I believe say he will be a good addition to NPD. But I also believe say if he does make the decision for Kamna the party, he needs to follow our party's constitution. You know, which means we conduct the primaries, and if he wins, we work for him like a slave. We will work for him to ensure victory in State House. If he loses, he supports us to get to victory.
So now let him endorse one kind of the party as a newcomer and take the lead at the party. Is that correct?
That's the desire that was expressed. You know, me not be involved in the details there. I started those negotiations, but then I recused myself off of them. And we get a small committee where they handle the discussions in there. But we get core members within the party where about this view say enough of can compete. You understand? Before just can't crown them. And we NPD passed that. You know, so in our constitution, we believe in the values of equal political participation. That is what we've been preaching all these years. You know, and for now we get core members then within the party where all the view say one man for coming and just lead. We all just go back down and lead. I just think say it's wrong. I think say the party need to do their soul searching and stand and believe in what we preached. So I am taking the principal stand of defending the constitution, and I'm standing for the party flag bearership against whoever, whether it's Kande Yumkela, whether it's Sam Sumana, whether it's whoever they bring come, I am going to stand. It's not only my right, but it demonstrates to all the future members of the party, people who only watch the party, we want to join me, for say, this is not the party where I for join, because this is not the party where guarantee me ownership. So PATRIC, they demonstrate that ownership there for una. Una can't join me, let we stand firm and make the appropriate decisions for move this country forward.
But Dr. Kande Yumkela, a very popular man who get big time repetition, time back, he worked as Minister of Trade in this country, eye contact, you nothing say that to add some value at the National Progressive Democratic Party.
Absolutely. Like I say, I get lots of respect for Dr. Kande Yumkela. I've met him personally. He's a fine gentleman. He's a diplomat, so he has that diplomatic experience. He has traveled all over the world. He has wine and dined with leaders around the world. As head of UNIDO, he probably don't travel all the developing world. Yes, he will bring value to NPD because he already have a movement. He's been at this for 4 years. So that is why me invite him for can join the party when we lost the chairman. I invite him, say can join because I see some of the things the way he align himself with, NPD already aligned himself with. So those are core values of NPD. We share 70% of those core values. You understand? And maybe a little bit more. So there is a good possibility for marriage day. So we welcome him for can join the party. But when he come in, he needs to follow our process. You know, and need for Fala, we process. And we want to encourage him for coming and compete. Let's demonstrate to the nation what NPD is, what democracy is all about. You know, can you imagine Kande Yonkela and myself having debates on national issues, showing our styles to the nation, showing how governance should work for the country, how competition should be carried on as civilized people? That will reflect positively to the nation. That is the kind of leadership the nation wants. Not a leadership where they say, oh, it gets people where they say, oh, me not they go no side, they don't make me the head. Come in, follow the process, compete, demonstrate your abilities. You've already done some of that in the country, but now do it here. Do it here. Let's validate you. And then we'll support you, if you will.
I'm boss. You will relate anything to Sierra Leone?
Now, that's not a very good question. I'm not good in details yet about an experience. I mean, I've done some reading about him a little bit because I've been focused on my own business and new solutions about the country. It's one thing for head an organ within the United Nations such as UNIDO, which is the United Nations Industrial Developmental Organization. Within that organization, they do, they're going to develop in world. They try to promote industries then in the area of clean energy. When Barack Obama came in, he's touting this clean energy solutions. So the US needed a partner in promoting this globally. So they used the United Nations, UNIDO, to push that agenda of clean energy solutions. And Dr. Kande Yonkela was there as the director, so that was his primary function, was to promote the agenda of the United States government, which is a good agenda for promoting clean energy. So he had the unique opportunity of traveling around the globe, especially in industrial and developing countries. The question then becomes, what has he really done for Sierra Leone? As head of UNIDO, you know, he could have attracted many industries than I have. You know, by now, we agro businesses is one thing for render lip service, is another thing for actually so tangible outcomes. Not showing outcomes na Bangladesh, not showing outcomes na Nigeria, not showing outcomes na Thailand, not showing outcomes na China. You understand? Showing outcomes na Sierra Leone and showing how you do them. That then place them there, waiting at the difference, waiting work there, waiting not work na Sierra Leone, and why not work na Sierra Leone? You understand? So me go like foresee the things the way he don't do na Sierra Leone, how many rubber plantations the way he don't able for make for camp, how many companies the way they don't able for cajole for can na Sierra Leone and begin to make spare parts, you know, how many computer assembly companies he gets na Sierra Leone or where he don't engineer for can na Sierra Leone, how many biofuel industries the way don't bring can, you understand? How many organic fertilizer production companies he's been able to engineer and get them to work in Sierra Leone, take the biomass from the farmers then, convert them into energy, you understand? How many agro-business processing centers he's been able to attract to the country? You know, has he demonstrated the leadership to work with the current government even though he disagreed with a lot of the stuff they're doing? We all know corruption is rampant. The ability of a leader is to sit together with the other leader and point out what is wrong and offer solutions. See, I'm not saying that this and I do it not right. But me gets the opportunity for deliver this for the country because I don't do in other countries. Please, let's find common grounds for not deliver this. This is my assistant to the nation. I don't bring 10 companies where for operate at 10 areas of the country. And this could be the outcomes if we let them in, if we do this for them. Those are the things we want to see. And so far, I have not seen that yet.
Well, Mr. Odwa, like what you don't do so far for Sierra Leone?
Good. I can tell you what I don't do. I need for reference time because I have this stuff, but I just want for step through them quickly. As a young man in the early 20s, right after the war, in 2000, I came here with a friend called Donna Roystar and can set up Save the Children of Africa Fund. We did the first street children survey. We document 14,000 street picking in Afriton. We went into a forum of NGOs, presented this, UNICEF picked me up. And I was still employed in the US, going through school, raising a family. As a young man, I found the time to travel here 3 times a year, had a local director. We built tens, if not hundreds, of temporary shelters across the country, from Kono to Kailahun to Lonsar to Freetown. We put many kids into foster homes. We took a lot of kids out of the streets of Freetown, out of the marketplaces. We did all that for 6 years. But we were like a post-war rehabilitation NGO. So after 6 years, the director we had at the time got a scholarship to go study. So the man where we get where they did for NAYBA, go get an opportunity to go study in Italy because of the fine work we do for NAYBA. You know, and we simultaneously, when we do Save the Children, as the co-founder and executive director of Save the Children of Africa Fund, I started with communications, NAYBA, because that was my background, information technology and communications. I cajoled a friend from California. We can't start a NAYBA. You know, Seratel promised for giving licenses for operate with VSAT, and then they asked me for renovate the Client-Town Exchange. We put hundreds of thousands, close to $200,000 into that process. We renovated the Client-Town Exchange, and then they come back and tell me, say, oh, by the way, the government no agree, now Seratel only get the monopoly, we no go give you this, you have to wait and wait, and then they want bribery and other things there. And I was a government employee at the time, and just my morals did not sit well with that. I said, no, we need to bribe nobody. When I say, Lord, do this, we don't demonstrate goodwill. We don't bring satellite, we don't bring routers, we don't bring microwaves, we don't bring computers, we don't bring air conditioners, we don't fix this place, we don't fix windows. You know, we don't renovate this place for now. You understand? We're not giving a cent to nobody. So as a result, they're not giving the license. So we packed, we bundled, we left. I continued working, doing what I'm doing, supporting Save the Children of Africa Fund with relief items, shipping tens of containers here, distributing them to poor kids and their families. So they killed the dream. By now, if we're established web communication, if they are giving us the license, we'll be one of the cell phone companies in the country today. They killed a young man's dream. That is what the previous government and this government continues to do. There are many, many young people like myself who comes to this country, attempt to do something laudable, they just crush you. I think then they see you, they don't say you're not a future leader. Then they begin to put the roadblocks there for damage you. That's what they do here. That's the system we want for Cancun. You come on here, I involve in a lot of other private investment. Transportation by trucks them, you know, create jobs for people. You know, myself took tens of my family members to the United States, where now they're all, some of them are nurses, some are accountants, you know, some are chiropractors. They're doing different things in America. Thanks be to God, he was able to give me the opportunity for create that window there for them. So I've not only helped my country, I've helped my family and myself. And then, lastly, we also, when ABC first win, we did found something called Sierra Leone American Business Association at the US. You know, where we bring all the Sierra Leonean-owned businesses then across the US, assemble them in one place, get them for agreeing to a memorandum of understanding. After the election, we invited the government, the incoming NPC government, because we had so much hopes. The president was charismatic, we believed in him, you know, and then to a large extent we were deceived. It's the truth. We welcomed them, we paid for the event, we hosted him, VVIP 5-star. You understand? we assemble businesses. It's like a forum. We assemble American businesses, Sierra Leone American-owned businesses, and bring the president and half of the cabinet now Washington. We did it. I was the Secretary General of SLABA when we did that. We were the machinery behind it. The embassy was dilapidated. We renovated the Sierra Leone embassy in Washington, D.C. because the government, except the government, not began money again. We renovated it when the new president came out. So no, we don't want the new president with the kind of the way they don't demonstrate for Canada and embassy like this. We called in people with home improvement businesses that are Sierra Leonean. We put down our money, our talent, with time and effort. We renovated the carpets, we painted the place. We did what we had to do to renovate and restore the integrity of the embassy in Washington, D.C. I have done that. I come back and get West African produce. We export palm oil to the United States. We have our warehouses there where we package it, do value addition, and distribute it across the U.S.
So you get a lot of people over there.
Absolutely. Hundreds don't pass through me in the last 15, 20 years. Right now, we farmland in Asumbuya. We get a factory there where they produce palm oil for Gomasheka on the left. Okay. You know, so we're doing that. We're collaborating with the Farmers World, with West African Produce for getting to rice plantation number 2. You know, where will they look for develop 5,000 acres next year? So these are initiatives. I'm at the helm of them. We provide support as a member of the Sierra Leone Chamber of Agriculture, SLICAD. I go there, I encourage the farmers on common solutions. You understand? We talk on their behalf when we get recessions there with the United Nations, with the World Bank, with the African Development Bank. You know, I worked with GIZ for come up with the 2017 developmental goals for the country. You understand? And the presidential task force was part of that team. So I have.
No, interrupt, because if you keep counting no commonality, you have to say that plenty. But what it makes you think say that you are the best candidate for leading the NPD to victory?
The reason why I feel saying that the best candidate for leading NPD to victory is because one, I'm the youngest candidate in the pool, not young, dumb, and stupid, but young, talented, energetic, highly skilled, and connected. You understand? Me believe in connect and collaborate. You understand? For develop this country. I don't believe in divide and conquer. I don't believe in the carrot and stick method. Where you make nice to me, I give you carrot. Where you know act the way I want, I beat you stick. No, I want to collaborate, not connect for develop this country. That era of leadership is gone. You know, there's power in the people, there's power in technology. Let's harness it. You understand? I also come from a technological background, from a management background, from a leadership background, highly disciplined, strong conviction, and I've demonstrated love for country. I'm the only one in this race that have demonstrated love for country. Pull all the parties and combine. In my tender age to today, I've demonstrated love for country. I've made lots of sacrifices. I quit a 6-figure paying job for Kamnaya from last year, February, 30 days. You know, lots of sacrifices. I left me young picking and a beautiful wife just to be here for help. And the presence here means a lot to so many people. But people don't die or they begin and don't die. My mere presence there has saved them. And I can give you different instances there. I get one me walker, snake beds in Peking. Naya. And then when I come, I meet the Peking food don't swell with infection. Wait till I say, why you not care about the hospital? Take the Peking, care about my medicine, treat them, saving life. When the other worker not fortunate, that 1 month where I left for America and Peking sick, when me, and the American they call me say me staff in Peking don't die. So imagine if I was here. I pay the health clinic in the community for when we work at a sick, let them go get treatment, I foot the bill every single month. You understand? So I've demonstrated love for my country and for my people. I continue to do it, and I've made tremendous sacrifices. It's not just about me. I understand the issues of our people. and I've lived through them.
Now, sir, we get a complicated scenario now. The party, the NPD, about a new man just coming at the party, one can take the leadership role. I know that some people are more supporters within the party, and as much as all around them, we say no, we get the vision, we get to believe in, we get the constitution, we for father. And if the constitution said this, and this will go back, it's a blessing we get for people like generally in the party of the NPD.
You know, we want to tell me NPD executive and members there across the country that PATRIC respects the constitution and values of the party. I have been the promoter of those values together with the other colleagues there for months now. We come in, enjoy the fragile party. Now we've strengthened it, we continue to strengthen it. We want to encourage others to come and join us. Let's embrace the party because the party has a good message and vision for the country. I want our support for secure the flag bearership of this party because Mina, embodiment of the party. I am the soul, part of the soul of the party and the ideologies they will promote. And I've demonstrated them throughout my life of service to this country and other nations. You know, but I want to focus on the actual experience in Sierra Leone. Because now Sierra Leonean problems they want for can solve. Not to Bangladesh problem we want for solve, not to Nigeria problem we want for solve, not to Kenyan problem we want for solve. Now Sierra Leone problems that are unique. We want to take them banga plantations today, create meals them, use the waste for them for produce bioenergy, use gasification systems. We want to take the rice husk, we use them for mix them as feed and use them with the fibers from the banga, mix them, give the chicken them for letting get high protein meal. So we eat healthy chickens them. Cancer is rampant in Sierra Leone today. It's because of all the chemicals they bring in. Some of these foods get high chemical fertilizers them. We get so much bio waste now we can decompost. We can have mulch. These are ingredients for soils. You know, we get so many natural nutrients there where we can use local solutions. You need a strong education system in place where we get the vision for or partner with strong institutions in the United States. Let nobody fool you. The United States is the best country in the world so far. All the players we welcome. But if we want to develop, we need to align with the best institutions in the world. There are some of them in Europe, there are some of them in Asia, there are many in the United States. Top quality institutions we can align with, they will come and provide the service in this country, develop the human resource capacity for the industries that we're going to create, for sustain we as a nation. We're not going to business for import $650 million worth of food items in the country for 2016. That is $650 million worth of go to local farmers there. We have no business in doing that. We get a school system, we will not get a ranking system. I would love to see a Department of Education or Ministry of Education where we get a ranking system for all the schools there. And all the schools they are accountable. These are public accountability. If we're able to rank Sri Lanka, Muraldo, Albert Academy, Prince of Wales, based on specific criteria, not just academic, but social criteria, leadership criteria. How are they promoting leadership within the kids? How are they promoting self-responsibilities? For teaching them how to stand up and accept responsibility, not just the blame game. How are they promoting self-discipline? Character building. It's not just say, I want attitudinal change. What have you done to change it? Have you looked into the school systems? Have you put in social workers within the school systems to mentor the kids? Some kids come to school with problems from home. You don't sit down and observe them picking them, sit down sad, funny, and deprived, and talk to her and see what's in problem at home. Maybe he's been abused by an uncle, a dad, or mom, or sister. That picking need counseling. They go to that class and they understand nothing. We don't provide libraries in every school district. So the beginning and the neighborhood don't able to afford the textbooks and go there and check out textbooks them and study and return them back or use the computer there. So you want to change the attitude of the nation. How do you do that? Tell us. We haven't seen nothing that was done to change the attitude of the Sierra Leonean. There's no discipline in the school system. Just the other day, one of the supporters, the Foya, we bought them, na Waterloo, got arrested and they come on and us. Some school picking and they demonstrate. They arrest the school picking and just can't arrest them all. A picking make fun of the teacher beat and say stab him. Stab the picking. And then he run gun on us. The other student then go stone us, which is wrong. They go stone the teacher us, police come, they can arrest all the picking. 30 days, 6 of them picking and they still in a police station. Nothing not happened to the teacher. We stab people picking. The picking was supposed to mentor, love and like the picking. When we grow up, we get teachers like the Gaima, the Mr. Koroma, Stephen Koroma, the Dantin Ben use them. They care for we see them like Papa today. When we see that Ben, they see them like me Papa. Even though not me daddy age group, but he was a young fine man that nurtured us, gave us Christian values, encouraged us. We see one go astray, he go call in a corner, he bell you, he go teach you, he go say come tell me lessons even when mama not send the money if prepare the late. Thank you. Mr. Alak them, you know, we get teacher that we nurture we. These are role model. But not to teacher when they beat begin to stab them. And we law enforcement they wait for protect to begin them, they go back and protect the teacher when they commit crime against the beginning. You know, there are fundamental issues that our NPD, me, President Odwaya, will not stand for. I will not stand for it. You know?
Well, Mr. Odwaya, because of time today, we'll get episode 3. But what I say is, one of the people in continental Europe where they watch this wonderful program. And now, fortunately for the Sierra Leonean people, AYV, one of the most popular television or media house in Sierra Leone, the attack for people that will be able to watch the program. We are waiting Mr. Odwaya don't say that like he stand for the values and the vision of this party. The party open to anybody for can, but for follow what the constitution say. For can compete and vie for the role if anybody so willing. So well today we will left now with this and we are ready for episode 3. We will come out soon because more day for talk about the NPD political party. Well now the man behind the camera now Mr. Jeremiah Cole, the chief advisor now Mr. Yakuba Jane, the producer now Mr. Babashek, and be the presenter now Mr. Kefala Bansari, the Yabas man. They say Tata. Mr. Odwaya, you tell them bye-bye.
Thank you, Watch Your Neighbor. It has been a pleasure and an opportunity for us to speak to the nation. Thank you very much. We look forward to the support of all Sierra Leoneans for come help we take back the country. This is not only Temo, this is on a defense. The technocrats in Bokuna, una jump in. The average people who are struggling for make ends meet, una come in. Within a 156 by Bury Road, we get to the office now go, una can call we. You know, Amejisto can't give them the number when they call. Then they call the number if they want to join me. Come on the camera, give them the number. Just tell them the phone number for call for joining the party.
I'm Amejisto, the head office manager. Anybody can contact me on 076 813097, 076 813097. 077 789 369. So for no more about the party, this party is a political party, we open a democratic party, everybody can enjoy the party. We open to know everybody.
So thank you very, very much. Una welcome. Thank you.
So my family now that we get for now today on the program Watch Your Neighbor. This now the producer Babashek, they say Tata, and we get more for now to come.